I'm one of the strongest men to ever walk the earth.
I love Caesar salad.
Hello and welcome to the Husky Boys podcast, where two husky boys just try to make their ways through life.
I was going to show off my double chin, but it's covered. I was going to be like, Husky.
Hey, buddy.
How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing pretty good. I'm out on the East Coast.
Ooh, the coast of love.
I'm in Virginia, so with the family out here, and yeah.
Virginia is surprisingly freaking hot and humid. Like I know when you're there, you're like obvious, but coming a West Coast boy, like my first time in Virginia, I was like, holy crap! Like
exactly,
it is
the sun's too close. The sun's too close to the earth, and nobody else knows but me. That's what you.
Exactly. It's death. Virginia gets nasty, man.
Today it's 80. It's close to 80 something, and it's I don't know, like 70% humidity. Just makes you feel like it's 2,000 degrees.
Yeah, it could be 80 degrees and humidity will still eat you up.
And it'll take a husky boy down.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. That's not husky weather over there.
that's that. You know what kind of weather like that's the guy that does the marathon from Uganda that weighs like a pencil. That's cold for him.
This is perfect. This is perfect weather. This is nice.
Yeah. I'm just gonna go for a little run. I'm just gonna go for a little run.
Sitting in AC, just looking outside, sweating.
You know what's crazy about it is they do have their ACs down to like 68 inside, and it's too. I'm just like, no, we gotta pick a medium. We can't just go from ice cube to sweat ball. It's too much.
It's crazy when you're in a hot place. Airports are known for this, but like it doesn't have to be an airport. You could be anywhere. If you're in Atlanta in the summer and you go in like an Albertsons, a Nike store, anything, it is freezing. And then you go back outside and it's like getting hit in the face, you know? It's
stupid.
Crazy. Yeah, it's not conducive to like feeling good. I don't know what their deal is.
So my wife has, when we sleep at night, my wife has the ceiling fan on, the air condition cranked down, and then she has this industrial fan that she turns on. It is so loud, so cold. I sleep on the couch mostly because I just can't get to sleep because it's so loud. It's just like working. It's like I'm working in a tire shop.
Engine.
Yeah. And she's like, it makes me feel comfortable. She used to, we lived on the water. Like we'd have like waves every night, and she still needed that fan.
I love that though. She sounds husky friendly.
She's very husky friendly. Like, that's what I love about her.
Any husky boy would be like, that's my woman.
She's very husky family. She keeps ice cream near the bed too.
Speaking of wives, I'm only talking about this because I'm 100% sure my girl doesn't listen to the pod.
Okay. I
got my engagement ring in the mail finally. I ordered it from London. I got she wanted like a class. She didn't want anything crazy, but she wanted like a classic. It's called a pear-shaped diamond, and it's an antique. And so I ordered that and everything. And there's like a couple things. First off, I didn't realize all of a sudden now, like, you know how the tariff started and everything. So companies never take like say tariffs are a good example. Tariffs happen. Companies that ship, they don't take that on themselves. That fee then gets transferred. It's never like the big billionaire that pays the tax. You know what I mean? So like, ever. And no matter what the deal is, like whatever. Taxes, anything. Exactly. So I order the ring and it gets shipped here and the UPS lady won't give it to me unless I pay $400 for shipping. So they don't change the price on
COD'd it?
Huh?
They COD'd, big cash on delivery?
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing really. But
that's old day shit.
I know. And so like the price of the ring on the website doesn't go up, so it doesn't deter buying. They don't change anything in the writing or anything to tell you anything. And then all of a sudden at the end, so like I did the math for the ring that I got, and their tariffs and their situation, all like specific to this ring, it went up like just under $200. It was like $194. But not only did I pay that $194 they lost, they made more money off this ring than pre-tariffs because I paid $390. They instead of paying that, they cut out the shipping fees that they pay, made me pay it, and then they made an extra $100. Tariffs made them an extra $100.
But shop in your own district. Shop in your own district. You know what the funny part about diamonds is too? They have such a backlog of diamonds that you shouldn't really be paying any tariffs on it because they would have backlogged them so many years ago. They would have already been in country kind of thing. So it's such a scam. It's all a scam.
Always, man. I was so frustrated, like realizing like the tariffs made them make more money. I was like, you suck. Oh, that's so bad.
Start sharing this podcast with your friends. Start letting them know because we need to pay for Robert's ring. Don't tell him what we're paying for so it doesn't get back to his wife, but let him know we need to make the money to pay for Robert's. Hey, so are you engaged?
Hold on.
Are you engaged already?
I haven't asked the question yet because I have to talk to her father first. Right. I was planning on going to Texas and having a conversation with them, and then that trip got canceled. And this is what I really want to ask you about today.
Right.
Is first off, I want to know like Canadian rules, like do you guys ask, or is it like politely implied that it's okay, or whatever, however it goes? But in America, like, is it kosher to do that question over the phone? Like if I call him rather than face to face, shake his hand, you know?
Okay, so I asked face to face. I went and asked him, and then over the phone, I say no. I don't think it's over the phone. But I want to put it out there because I want to put this into a new section into our show where people call in and ask questions. But I want people to vote on this. Let us know. Yeah. Send us a message on Instagram or on TikTok or on what else are we on X, probably on X. Send us a message. Say, you have to ask in person, or you can make a phone call or a text. Let us know.
Give the parameters too. So the parameters are: he lives all the way in Texas. I'm in Idaho. He doesn't travel, but I haven't. I mean, it's not that easy for me to travel right now too.
I love how old school you are. You have 2 kids with her, and then you ask for marriage.
I have one kid with her, but
okay.
I like it's their family. I don't know. I wasn't really thinking about getting married again. You know, I wasn't.
Right.
I didn't think I'd do it, and then.
Hold on. Have you been married before?
Time changes you, and I feel like we're a little family now, and I feel like it just feels right. You know,
and you've been married before?
When I was younger, I got married, and you know, I was really happy with that too.
You don't have to explain.
Well, we all change to get older and stuff. You know, It's not. I felt bad about it for a while. Like it sucks to have that situation, especially because like I still care about her. She's the mother of my son, and luckily we get along really good. Like we don't have to go through courts to have conversations and all that stuff. There's nothing legal that says you have to do this, this, and this. We didn't do that. We did it ourselves. And yeah,
you got to be with the person. You got to be with the person that enhances your life, right?
Yeah.
Too many people make the other person their life, or they become the other person's life. But what makes your life better? Can you be alone from them? And can you be with them? Can you how do they help you out? So I don't know. If you find somebody like it's you since I've known you, you know, you've always been happy, you know, with your relationship. So you've never once said to me, I gotta go, you know, you've never done that before. And I have some friends. I have one friend that rolls their eyes every time their spouse talks. And I don't want to be that person. Just, oh my God, your voice just makes me insane. Yeah.
I couldn't do that. No, I wouldn't. we're a tiny little happy family now. So like it's my son who's a little bit older than my daughter. My son's 9. My daughter's turning 2, and them together, me and my soon to be fiance together, like it kind of makes me feel uncomfortable because the way I grew up. Like I know that's weird sounding, but like being around everyone being happy and nice and like loving on each other and supporting each other. We were always supportive, but like no lingering dramatic like
I love it.
craziness. You know, I
I
don't
love
know.
it.
I don't want to sell anybody out by giving examples, but you know,
We're
it
not
just
even a
feels
month.
really good.
We're not even a month in, and it turns out Robert's the nicest man in the world and just believes in love. Everybody thinks he's a big tough guy. And by the way, can you believe? I can't believe how many people are listening, watching, sending messages, showing clips. Husky Boys, thank you very much. We thank you very much at the Husky Boy Love podcast.
Yeah. You know what I started doing? This is pretty husky. I have a cart it's called like a gorilla cart. And
Hmm.
I'm looking at it right now, but it's like 4 wheels, nice metal little cart. It's made to like, you know, if you're moving plants from the front yard to the backyard or whatever. That
Right.
thing has become my daughter's cart now. And inside is the skin of a bison that I slayed myself with my hands. And she sits on that cart, and I have a chain that attaches to a belt so it goes around my waist, and I march around the whole like my neighborhood, and then there's a hill on the side of the main road, and I go up and down it like 2 hours of me going around the neighborhood, and people will
That's
like
awesome.
collectively come out and watch and stuff.
That's awesome. I love that. I love it. I love when you put stuff, and I love when you add them to it. It's pretty fantastic.
Yeah,
Show that big arm again that you're about to arm wrestle with. Show
I
that
got
big
this
arm.
butt going right there.
Look at that. Look at that. When is that arm wrestling coming up? When is that?
Couple weeks. We're about 5 weeks out now. So when the pod comes out, about 3 weeks. We um just a few weeks away from that. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna go to Colorado. That's what we're doing the match. Brian Shaw's show is the venue and all that. So I'm gonna go. Ooh, I got a little crampy from flexing. My arm's tired.
Ooh,
A little
ooh.
crampy.
Get
So
him some
Brian,
pickle juice.
yeah, this guy fucking knows me. That's my dog right here, huh? Anyways,
Pick.
so Brian's gonna have me out. I'm gonna go out like in a week or two, get a couple days pulling, and that'll be the first time anyone sees me do anything, because like I told you and I told our Husky people, I'm keeping it quiet. I'm not trying to motivate Ed into working out, so I'm quietly like yesterday, bro. I know we're getting in the weeds here, but yesterday I set up a band and I get my hand and I pull it real tight, and then I tuck it in right here, and then I pull up my phone and I'm playing on my phone trying to hold it as long as I possibly can. And then by
Ah,
the end, my arms like this. It's like
you're a beast. It's amazing.
I
It's amazing. It's amazing. Those bands in the last, I don't know, it was about 10 years have kind of changed people's joints. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like you last longer because of those bands. It's crazy. Yeah.
They've always been around for like power lifters to mimic like the suits they wear. But
Hmm.
now people are realizing like these are very useful. It's amazing. Something like that. Like you do that, and yes, my arm's exhausted, but there's no damage to the bone structure. There's no jerking
Yeah.
and pulling and hurting on the ligaments. It's like it's a much. It's not that working out's not safe, but it's a really compact,
It's just
intense, and
it's
easier on your
it's just
body kind of
it's
thing.
putting more miles on a car basically is all it is. And this is basically you're not
Highway
putting more miles
miles.
on the car. Yeah. So yeah, love it. Hey, we got a guest today. This is our
We
first ever
do.
guest. John Wynn is with us. He's a filmmaker, comedian, and he also last year he lost 70 pounds. That's why I thought he would be good for the Husky Boys podcast. I want to talk to him, and I want to talk to him. He's working out with a new he's got a new trainer, and I wanted to talk to him about his new trainer. It's very, very interesting what he's doing with him. And it's our first guest, John Wynn. And I'm not gonna lie, he opens up for me. He's my opening
I went
comedian.
to his gram real quick, and that's when I first realized you used to dress like you were one of the members of the Brotherhood of Israel or whatever. When you had the bow tie and the hat,
Yeah.
you look like what's it called?
That
The
was when I used to
Brotherhood.
hang out with Malcolm. I used to hang out with Malcolm X.
Yeah.
So hey, we're gonna bring John in. We're gonna have a good talk with him, and then we'll wrap it up at the end. So I'm gonna put it on pause, and then we're gonna come back with our guest, John Wynn. Hey everybody, it's John Wynn. He's on his way to the gym. That's how powerful he is. John, welcome to the show. I'm
Hey
Ian. That's
guys.
Robert. I know you. Robert has never met you before. I'm gonna let you
Hey.
guys talk together. Robert, you got any questions for John?
Just astounded, like the guy they created the original John Wick movies about right here. John, no, my 9-year-old, when he heard your name, he was like, "You guys are going to talk to John Wick?"
Yeah. I get that and John Wayne a lot sometimes. John Wayne and John Wick. That'd be cool.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
It's
so you used to, I looked quickly and I saw that you used to be a professor, and I know it's not one of the list of things we're talking about, but I'm just super curious, like the what you used to teach and like the transition between when you were teaching and when you were working like at clubs and stuff. That in the transition, was it easy to like go into your teacher role and be like, okay, like we're not joking around. I need you to learn this is a university versus like I'm doing my best to make a Miami crowd get rowdy. Like that seems like a big difference.
Yeah, I mean I think the best thing about teaching was that it taught me to be super comfortable, talking to a bunch of people at one time and kind of not really thinking about how they're going to react and stuff like that. And then I think I always pretty was laid back. I taught filmmaking, so it's not like a really,
Oh,
it's
cool.
it's not like super I don't want to say not challenging. It is, but it's like a different kind of, you could be more relaxed a little bit. It's more like
not
technical and
being a
stuff like
doctor.
that.
It's not teaching somebody to
Yeah.
save lives.
Yeah,
Right. It's
we're
art.
not gonna.
It's art.
It's art, right? So it's a little bit more laid back, I think. And so,
It disappoints
yeah,
your father. It's art.
Yeah.
exactly.
It was art only about my father.
My whole life has been art, and if that is the criteria.
That's awesome, man. I saw a bunch of cool little things that you've been doing and stuff, and I love the work you do. And you've done a couple old things that I saw way back in the day, and it's really
Yeah,
cool, man. Like the transition going from like a stable. That's like as stable as it gets, you get tenure, you're cool,
yeah,
like you can do
yeah,
whatever you want. And
yeah,
versus like, if I don't go find tickets to sell, I'm not gonna have my money. Like I gotta
yeah.
figure
I
it out.
mean,
Tell
I
him the truth,
still,
John. Tell him you're still teaching. Tell him
yeah,
the truth, John.
I have to, yeah. So when I started doing stand up, I got laid off with a massive cut, and so I was teaching, and then I did stand up, like pretty much I pretty much did it. I don't know. I would say teaching part time, stand up more than part time. But then I had to just get a real job again. So I still teach now. I still teach in LA now,
Mm-hmm.
and I still teach film. And I do have tenure, and it's actually better now for comedy because I can do
Right.
more stuff. So it's been great. Yeah. So I probably should update my thing to say I'm still teaching.
Either way, that's awesome, man. That's really cool. That's really
John,
cool.
John, you when you first moved out to LA, you've lived in LA twice, right?
Yeah.
So when you first moved out to LA your first time, it's because you sold something, right? You sold a
Uh,
show.
I didn't know. I moved out. I moved out just to try to do stuff. And then while I was here in the first few months, my buddy and we wrote a screenplay and we optioned it. Within the first, I would say maybe I was here maybe 3 months in LA, and so that was really a cool experience. And we optioned the screenplay, and it was
Did the
around.
screenplay get made?
No, it didn't get made. That was the problem. It didn't get. Well, I mean, it depends on who you ask. I mean, like it did get. I don't want to say I don't want to say it was stolen. Let's not say that, but it went to somebody who made a similar idea.
Uh,
Announced it.
that's where John Wick came from. It went from John Wynn to John Wick. Damn it.
I wish it was that
John
cool.
Wicken. John, tell people what optioning is. Like, not everybody that listens
Yeah,
to this
yeah.
podcast would know what option is. So tell them what
So
it is.
so option is just a way for a production company. So typically, you have studios that distribute the movies, you have the production companies that essentially make the movie. So a production company will essentially kind of put a hold, kind of reserve your script or idea to try to maybe sell it to a studio for distribution and see if they can get money from it. And so they'll give you like a little bit of money, not much at all, really, in our case. And they will essentially try to take it to agents, to package, to distributors, essentially try to make a bigger deal that they can bring to a studio and say, we have these actors, we have these this talent company associated, this agency associated, and then they'll try to sell that. And so I think we did like a 6-month option. So after 6 months, you get your rights back, but it's already been around, so people kind of don't
Right.
want to, if they've already seen it, they kind of go like, well, what else?
Old news.
Yeah. But it was
I
cool.
got another question, even though this is not what we were supposed to talk about. I think for me and for a lot of people, one of the big thoughts and curiosities when I moved to LA, I lived in LA for a long time. And when you see somebody who creates a screenplay like you did, and then you shop it around, you maybe option it out or whatever. How does the person with no connections, a fresh face, how do they get their screenplay like Reservoir Dogs? Quentin Tarantino wasn't a fresh face, but he was a new in the industry, right? How did he get Harvey Keitel to do that one part?
Yeah.
Like how do you get the one nod, and which kind of opens the door for you, like that one little nod? Is that come through?
I'm going to say it right now. I'll say it right. It's cocaine. That's how that's done. It's all based on cocaine.
I knew I needed to bring more.
Yeah, if networking is cocaine, I mean, if that's how you like to meet people, that's how it is essentially. I mean, it's networking. I mean, I think the story is Tarantino was taking an acting class with Harvey Keitel's wife, and she, they became friends, or so. That's the story I understand. He wanted to get the script read, and then she got it to Harvey. Reservoir Dogs, I think she got it.
Yeah, Reservoir Dogs.
And he wanted to be in it and help get it rolling. And I don't know if he invested money in it or not, but that was the first thing. And I think that's essentially packaging, right? That's the idea of when you so the producer who optioned our screenplay, he just wanted to see if there was interest in it. And so that's what he did. He just kind of reserved it from us, and he took it around, and there was no interest. So
it's funny that you bring up Reservoir Dogs. When you came out here, you worked on a film with Michael Madsen.
Yeah, that was really that was pretty. That was a bummer recently with Michael Madsen passing away. Yeah, that was the first thing I worked on in LA, and I was working at Paramount. I was working at the mailroom, delivering mail at the mailroom at Paramount. A friend of mine had hooked me up with the way to get that job, and I got that job. And I didn't, as much respect to all of that. And I thought it was maybe it might've been a thing to do. It was really kind of something to do during the day and just kind of make some money. But I mostly wrote at night. And then someone I worked with reached out to me, and I worked with this person in Houston, Texas. That's where I'm from, and on a movie. And they reached out to me. I let them know I was in town, and they were working on this movie for FX. This when FX just started as a channel. They were doing TV movies still. And so he told me they needed a director's assistant, and I just said, yeah, whatever. And so I left my job at Paramount and got that job with for that movie. And it turns out it was like a couple of I guess they were trying to break into kind of cable TV movie making. So it had Michael Madsen in it, Ron Livingston, he was in Office Space, and it had Mario Van Peebles were the main actors. And it was about like that shootout. I mean, that shootout in North Hollywood where the guys were like in body armor and
the bank
which is
robbers.
basic,
the bank robbery,
Yeah, which is basically what Heat's based on.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So those guys, yeah, made it look like Heat. Yeah, and then yeah, yeah, it's all weird, right? It's all connected somehow.
Michael Madsen, he is one of my all-time favorites. I pick weird favorites like big curly-haired monsters or old rednecks. Or so the guy from Raising Arizona, my name's blanking right now. The bad guy from Raising Arizona was a boxer. The
Yeah,
curly-haired guy, you remember
yeah, yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah.
Guys like that, or you know, Andre the Giant. The big monsters are always my favorite. Or like the crotchety redneck, like Michael was. And
Randall Tex Cobb.
Randall
exactly,
Texas.
Tex
That's right.
Cobb.
Good.
Thank you. Tex Cobb, amazing. But like Michael Madsen, I look at him similarly. Like he's like a rough around the edges kind of dude who's kind of just being himself in the movies. You know, I mean, of course he plays it up, but when you hung out with him and stuff, I mean, just tell me he's a redneck. Just tell me he's a crazy. He's chewing tobacco and spitting
I
it on
mean,
people.
he is. I don't think he's a redneck. I mean, he's from California, right? And I know that but he definitely was like this very, no nonsense, kind of no BS type of guy. You know what I mean? Like he was pretty serious. Cool though, just like
2025 rednecks can be from California, just so you know. I'm from California. I'm from Santa Cruz. And I
He's a
think what
vampire.
I meant like is he always like as like he seems very like I'm not gonna BS you. I'm gonna do
yeah.
like even in interviews like he never seems to put on airs at all.
Yeah, no, he was pretty straightforward. Like I recounted this recently, but like so I was the director's assistant. So people would call me to get to the director. And I just remember we were filming in La Habra, which is about an hour south of LA. And we had like this whole shopping plaza. It's like abandoned shopping plaza rented out. So they built like it was an old bank there, so they used that as the bank. They used the parking lot to be like where their cars were, the cop cars were stationed. So it all was like all in one location. And but I remember him calling. He called me, and like his assistant called me. Goes, "Hey, Michael Madsen wants to talk to you." And I'm like, "Oh man, what's going on?" Right? And then he just starts, that cool voice. He's like, "Hey, I guess like the director was from Montreal, so his name was Eve." And I just remember him going like, "Tell Eve, you gotta talk to Eve. I want to shoot my scenes. Why am I not shooting today?" And he was like, and he was, he wanted to get home to his house in Malibu. He's like, I don't want to stay here anymore in La Habra. It was like a 3-week shoot in La Habra. You know what I mean? These guys
Yeah.
have to stay there in this hotel. And he's like, I don't want to stay here. But it was just kind of cool to have him. And I'm like, okay, I'll write this down and I'll tell him. And I had to tell the director. The director's like, okay, we'll look at the schedule. But he's like, I'll talk to him later or something like that. You know what I mean? So
That's so funny. That's so funny. Just like, hey, no, 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 no,
But
no.
they won't say it like that. They'll say
yeah,
something nice and they'll blame somebody else. I totally
They
understand why you
blame
don't want to
John.
be here. It's
yeah,
been a long shoot, but Sonia needs us to get this in. Sorry, Sonia. Sonia. Like walk
yeah.
away.
So, do you teach that in your filmmaking class? You teach look, you're gonna have to lie to people at some point.
No, I don't teach that. I do say that, everything's yes until they say no. You know what I mean? So like if you need to shoot somewhere and they tell you no, then don't do it, obviously. But if you could do it like furtively, if you could do it, you could use your, cameras are so small nowadays. If you're on the train or something like that, you can get a cool shot on the subway and you want to just get a couple of cool shots of somebody sitting there and, make it look like it's a big scale movie, you should do it. You know what I mean? Don't be afraid. If they tell you no, what's the worst that's gonna happen? They're gonna tell you no and you just leave,
Yeah.
You put your tail
I'm
between your
actually
legs.
working on something right now where I wrote this way back when I lived in Sherman Oaks. Actually, I was living in Playa del Rey at the time. And my favorite part of LA. I love Playa. And we wrote this comedy and we worked with Bill Burr. We did a bunch of little stuff with all things comedy. and a comedian friend of mine and I put it together. It got shopped around, nothing, and now it's been, I don't know, 6 years. And so right now we have somebody who's like, oh, we've got like 10 grand and we've got a production company in Florida that really wants to do this. And so like, we're looking at actually being able to do a super small budget sort of thing, but like it'll be the first thing on video that I actually get to create myself. Like, and I'm so pumped about it. I love all that kind of stuff, and I get really
awesome.
geeked out about it. But I'm super.
He looks like
he
looks like he's a beast, John. John, he looks like he's a beast, but he's a big old theater. You know what I mean?
Well, I was
he's a big old theater puss,
and I had to take ballet for 2 years, so
Oh,
I am what I
wow.
am.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When are they?
He's
When are they going to film it?
We haven't set a date yet. If you want, I'd actually call you and pick your brain about it off air.
Love to, man. Yeah, let's do it.
Thanks, man. That's cool. We're really pumped, and it's gonna be fun. It's just like a short thing to try and shop around. So
that's awesome. That's great.
I love it. I love it. John, you've lost 70 pounds over the last year and a half. You did it via keto, right?
Keto,
Rogaine?
keto.
Did you say Rogaine? Rogaine.
Cocaine.
Oh, cocaine. He was definitely trying to shop something.
Movie.
Tell us about your journey, because you got yourself to a place and now you've plateaued and you're trying to you've had a struggle keeping yourself.
Are you full-time keto right now too? Like, or you go back and forth?
No, I did keto hardcore, and I did lose a lot of weight doing that. And then after a couple of months, I started lifting weights again too, and started running and stuff like that. So that helped to go faster. And then after I kind of hit the weight I wanted to hit and went to the doctor and all that stuff, like I started eating a little bit of, the worst carbs possible. Not like potatoes and stuff like that, like eating donuts and pizza. And then, yeah, it's so good, right? And then just kind of being on the road the last year, just haven't been sleeping well, just eating poorly again, not keeping track of everything.
Too.
Yeah, at night, yeah. So just not, but still working out, but just not eating right. And I think that's really so crucial here. So I gained a couple pounds back, and so now I'm like back to focusing on doing it. So I just got a coach to to kind of walk me through like just the nutrition and being on the road and stuff like that, just because it's challenging. I mean, it really is. It's so easy to just eat poorly. You know what I mean? So
yeah. Well, especially because you get done with work at 2 a.m.
Right?
You have to really be planning. Ian and I have talked about it too. It's like if you're not game ready prepared, then you're gonna just fall. Like it is.
Yeah, it's so easy just walking to a 7-Eleven.
You're on a different level though. What's cool about fitness is you see people, and I've been looking at your photos for a while now today, and like, so you were right here, and now you're right here. You're fitter, you're stronger, you're healthier, and you're talking about the fact that you're not happy with this because it went up a hair, but you're still here. And now you're gonna adjust, you're gonna have help, and you're gonna come down to where you want to be. Like you're such a big jump of more energy, more life, more enthusiasm, and feeling better. Like you already got a big gain, man. I can see it on your body, your face. Like it's awesome what you've done. Even though you feel like you step back a hair, that's normal ebb and flow, And the fact that you're chasing like getting better, you went and found help, and you're addressing it. You're not just Bert Kreischer and quitting booze and then going right back to being on it. Like it's not like this,
Yeah. I'm kind of discovering it can't be like all or nothing. I think that was my approach for so long, was it had to be all or nothing. And now it's just kind of like, hey man, let's just try to take it a little bit. It might not be as fast, but it'll be healthier. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. You look great. Congrats.
And more life, John.
Thanks,
if you cut everything out, you're either. I found my problem is I'm either all in or all out, right? So you're either ignoring everybody and not going to any event, or you're too much at the event, right? So
me too. I'm that. Yeah.
So tell us about this train. Is he a trainer? Is he a coach? What is he? Tell
Does
us.
he come to the
guess
gym
I
with
guess
you? Like, how's it work?
no. He's in a different country. It's online. I met him through other comedians, and this guy so far it's been really good. It's only been a couple weeks, but essentially he has a bunch of apps that he'll link you up with, and you just put all your stats in. You put all your connect it with your, if you got an Apple Watch or whatever, your health data and all that stuff. And he checks in with me every week. He checks in quite a few times during the week, actually, just how you doing. And for me, I think I needed that kind of accountability, just kind of like, hey man, I need to kind of do this right. I can't just totally spin out and just spiral out of control here. So I just need that kind of that's for me. Everybody's got their own thing, but for me, I think that's what I need is like someone to go like, hey, here's where I'm at. This is where I kind of maybe did this instead of doing that, and is that cool? And and he's all about, hey man, it's not going to be perfection. It's not going to be. It's all about progress. It's all about just like little steps forward. And so I kind of appreciate that as opposed to like I'm so used to doing a lot of stuff on my own, just kind of like I'll just do it myself, and that's not really the best way I think either.
Yeah, the accountability is a big thing. I coach people online too.
Oh, right on.
And the accountability is like 80% of it. It's like just having someone who takes the time to put together something specifically for you, and then they're gonna call you and ask you how it went. You're responsible for the answer, And so like it's like having a gym buddy, but they're never gonna call out sick, It's like they're always gonna ask you, well, how's it going? And so that's big for a lot of people.
John, tell us about some of the apps.
They're like, one of them is tracking food. So it could be like, MyFitnessPal or whatever. But a new thing I've been doing is tracking my sleep pretty much. So I got one of those rings. I don't know. You wear this ring on your, on your
Cock
finger.
ring.
Yeah.
Got a little tickler on the end there.
You do a line, put your cock ring on.
Yeah.
You go get famous in Hollywood.
Zero sleep.
Yeah, that's it.
But he's got 3 movies coming out.
The ring is just reading that out. No sleep at all on that ring. No data. But yeah,
those rings are nice. A lot of people use them. It's a really great way to take the guesswork out. Because like when you wake up, your mind could be like, fuck, but you feel good. You actually got the sleep. Or sometimes I wake up and I'm excited about what I have that day. And I'm more excited than my sleep should actually imply or whatever. So it's good to take the guesswork out.
Robert, you wear one as well?
Awesome.
No, I'm a man.
And have you been wearing it, John? What's it?
Just the sleep. Just the sleep.
Just the sleep. But what kind of data is it giving you?
It gives you like your deep sleep, how long you're supposed to be deep sleeping, and your REM, and
your breath and all that stuff. Yeah, like if you're breathing enough at night.
Yeah. So
anything. What are your results? Tell us some of your results.
Deep sleep. The first time I saw the deep sleep, it said like I slept like 6 hours. It said the deep sleep was like an hour, and I freaked out. Right? I was like, what is that? What the fuck?
How many hours of deep sleep are you supposed to have?
Right. It's only supposed to be like 25% of your sleep. So it's supposed to be an hour and a half.
Oh wow.
That's it.
So you're pretty close.
Yeah,
but only close. On 6 hours. That means you're falling hard, right?
Yeah, it's even more, right? So then and then REM sleep. So they said that deep sleep is for
REM and
physical.
deep are different. I didn't know that.
Yeah, right. That's it. Yeah. So
I didn't know that.
Sleep, so deep sleep is for physical restoration, and REM is for mental restoration. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So yeah. So
what are you getting for REM?
Short. Same thing, like an hour and a half.
How much are you supposed to get?
So have you changed your sleeping habits?
About that.
Are you sleeping more or less, or the same, or what?
I'm sleeping a little bit more. But I'm just because when I'm not on the road, I have a more scheduled thing. So I'm definitely going to bed before midnight. That's like my main thing now. Is like lights out at 11:30.
Nice.
And I'm trying to wake up like at 7:30. So I'm still, trying to do that. So it's been pretty good. 6.5, 7 hours trying to do that.
That's a nice little window. Yeah.
Yeah. The road is the most challenging part. It's just like, that's the hardest because of the travel and everything.
Do you end up just taking the time to sleep in the next day, or do you try and shake it off and do Dwayne Johnson's thing and just march forward?
Yeah, I kind of just march forward. I just wake up. If I
You
sleep
look like
5
The Rock.
hours,
Yeah.
yeah, if I sleep 5 hours, I sleep 5 hours. I get up. I try to go to the gym still. I have stuff to do, you know. So I just
Monster,
gotta,
bro. That's
yeah.
commendable. That's commendable.
I'm exhausted though, so yeah.
That's cool.
And what are your goals with this guy? What do you want to do with this guy? You just gonna want to get yourself
Yeah, just trying to
kind of
lose. Yeah, two things, like trying to lose a certain amount of weight by the end of the year, hopefully, and then also just kind of figuring out these habits, you know, kind of building the habits. And there's just never going to be a perfect time to have done it. You know, I might have was like, you know, I want to keep doing this. So if I want to try to maintain the road and try to, you know, eat healthy, I just had to kind of put myself in that situation now and just try to do it. You know, can't wait. There's never going to be a perfect time. You just got to
What's
start
your
learning it.
fitness goals? Like, are you like trying to be as strong as possible? Or are you trying to look good? Not to be weird, but like to look good naked.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah.
the deal? Like, you just
trying to
want
make your dong longer?
yeah. We have
Ozempic
rings for that.
yeah. Ozempic dick. And yeah, I'm just trying to get leaner. I'd love my body fat percentage to be lower. That's it, you know?
Okay. Wait, now, but is Ozempic dick a real thing?
That's what they say. I don't know. I'm not on it.
Tell me. I haven't heard it. I haven't heard it. Breaking news. I want to hear this.
Ozempic dick, the new thing is that people think it makes your dick bigger if you take Ozempic, but it's just because people are losing weight that they're able to see their dick.
Okay. Yeah.
I was hoping for thicker. I was hoping for your weight went to
I was hoping for girth, all right?
Yeah.
You got like a big bag of Ozempic.
Yeah. Nobody wants a long, skinny dick.
Trying to make it husky
hilarious.
here.
John, I'm gonna let people know. John and I travel together. I want to talk to you about your stand-up. I want to know your goals and what you're hoping to do and what you're doing, and like tell us about your stand-up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like it's
and by
been
the way,
awesome.
you're a very serious guy. I love it.
I am very serious. I take everything very seriously. I even comedy I take very seriously, and yeah, I think my goal is to I think the thing I still want is like one TV spot, like a really, like I've been on like channels, but like they're like channels nobody ever heard of, you know, like I don't know, I don't want to
TV.
Don't name them. Don't name them.
I don't want to name them, but you know, stuff that people don't really watch. You're just kind of like, okay, that's cool, but no one will ever see that. I think one major credit would be awesome. You know, I think that would be one of my goals. Doing stand up, of course, not, you know, major credit doing stand up, and then I think, you know, I would love to. I think I used to want to just headline all the time, but being with Ian and seeing the road and man, just the business side of it has been really awesome. But at the same time, I kind of see it as being like, wow, this is a new level of, it's just another thing you gotta to deal with, and it doesn't matter at what level it is. Like these could be, you know, you deal with sometimes scummy, you know, local producers that don't, you know, that the shows are poorly run, but then when you go to bigger places and you see, oh, this still happens, you know, can still happen at certain places, you're kind of like, it's a little bit, you know, kind of this disillusionment. You're just kind of like, holy shit, I didn't think it would be like this at certain places too. And when you see that, it makes it a bummer, because nobody gets into this because they're like, oh, I want to be a great business person. You know what I mean? You know, you're just trying to have fun and make people laugh, I think. So I think that's still, at the end of the day, that's my goal, is to do that. But I'd still like to maybe, you know, begin to headline a little bit, or, you know, just grow more material. But I really got to work on, you know, just building my audience now too. That's the other thing, like social media. I'm just really bad at it. I need to do it more.
It's crazy how much that matters. And to what you said, it's crazy how as you're leveling up and you get in, for your case, bigger venues or whatever. For me, it was like doing parking lot shows, then doing stadiums and all that stuff. And then you find out like the guy at the parking lot rips you off exactly the same as the guy in the stadium, but the guy in the stadium just seems like he's got way more power behind it.
Right.
There's not much you can do about it, you know?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean,
then you're paying $400 for shipping. No, we talked about it earlier. Don't worry about it.
Robert's
Yeah, I mean, it's
Robert's
like,
involved in the tariffs already, so he's upset.
oh,
These tariffs are
shit.
trying to keep me single.
Oh, why did you tried to buy a wife or something?
I was waiting. I thought of that, and I was like, I wonder if that's gonna click. An engagement ring. An engagement ring.
That was already on a woman.
She comes with the ring. Okay?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah.
That's awesome.
But I mean, like Ian, this has been a massive growth for you too, right? In the last couple of years.
Huge.
I mean, like,
huge.
yeah, and I mean, you've got to be learning so much stuff too. I mean, right? That just got to be eye-opening to you.
It's like we're you know, like when Luke takes off and goes hyperspace, the stars come at you very quickly, and you try to avoid them, right? So yeah,
ludicrous speed.
Yeah,
Walls
but I watch you, and I see you building your fan base, and I see you doing your thing. But we also have the social media company together. And it's we're doing that, and I'm just curious. We've never sat down and talked to where you would like to be, and I know you're having fun and doing things, but
what's together? Tell me what that is.
What's that?
The social media company together. What is that like?
So John films all my he sets up cameras everywhere we go and films it all, and then we pump it off to somebody else to edit it. But for a long time, John was editing it all, and now we're starting to do other stuff on the side, more content related, other than
John, does that come from your background in film and stuff? Is that
okay?
Yeah, because he's Asian.
Totally. Yeah,
cool.
Yeah, Asian as well. Love cameras. Yeah, no, just we I think the thing that's so great with Ian is that it really is a conversation, right? And that's the key element of his shows. And so if you only have one camera on Ian, which is fine, it'll still be great. But it's so much fun when you can see the crowd interacting and see they're having fun. Like it's not like he's roasting is not the right term. He's having a conversation with people. And so when you see them having fun in this conversation, it makes it that much better. So just how to develop that idea of like how many cameras we should get, how should we cover this? And then just the quality. I mean, everything is so small nowadays in terms of cameras that you could just, I travel with all of this. I'm traveling with like a 4 to 6 camera setup, you know what I mean? And that can be set up very relatively quickly and broken down relatively quickly. And it's pretty awesome. But yeah, it would be great to start working with Ian in regards to more scripted stuff. Like I think that's our next thing. So that's what we're kind of working on now. Just some ideas and stuff like that, where we can try to, maybe write more scripted work, which I think is beginning to have a little bit of a resurgence now. Comedies are having a little bit of resurgence, movies, things like that. So hopefully that'll help. We can jump on that a little bit.
Yeah.
John, you missed a great opportunity this weekend. I know you're going on vacation this week. You and your family are going down to Louisiana, New Orleans. Going to get down in the bayou and get sweaty.
Yeah. Husky boys.
He's not gonna be answering his coach's emails this week.
Not at all. No coach interaction.
So, but we actually did,
bro. So you don't have to get excited about that.
We did a thing here at the house. I invited John. I said, come out for July 4th. He said, oh, family can't make it, whatever. But we did a charcuterie board party where it was a contest. It was called it's the first annual Northampton charcuterie board shart off.
Did you husky up the charcuterie board?
Oh, buddy. The charcuterie boards were fantastic. They were so good. Nice. There was the one kid, like his family owns a restaurant, so he did wings, like all wings. One kid, my brother-in-law, he brought he's a cop, right? He brought pickle juice and Jameson, right? And then,
nice.
and then just like squares of cheese and salami, but he put it on a board that was shaped like a cock. It was fantastic. It was good. And then my one brother-in-law did a seafood one. It was all shrimp and crawfish.
Oh man,
yeah, it was insane. Another guy did
pictures of that.
That's
So
that
cool. Like
sounds
make your own
awesome.
board. That's cool.
yeah, so we'll be doing one of those. But we need to do that as content. We need to probably do it in
Yeah,
Long Beach and invite
absolutely.
a bunch of people
I
down
have
to
my
it.
Oreos stacked up, my milk.
Just milk and
Oh,
Oreos.
that's
That's
awesome.
awesome. On a giant cock.
Yeah, well, of course.
That's awesome. Are you looking forward to going on vacation this week? Like I know you
Yeah.
like tell me. I know, but I want you to tell me. We travel so much. What's it like going traveling with the family?
It's
How
it's
many people
definitely,
travel with you first? Like, what's this mean? The family?
well, just
So
my wife and daughter.
Okay.
Yeah. So just because I'm so used to traveling, I mean, it feels like I don't know, man. For me, when I go to the airport now, it's like very focused. Like I know exactly how to do it. It's like a very routine thing now. So I think it's going to be interesting again. Like maybe I think the biggest thing
Yeah.
is just working on my patience. Yeah, working on my patience with my kid
your
and my
patience.
wife. Yeah, I think that's going to be it. Just,
You'll
but I
be at
think
the
once we,
gate and they'll still be at security.
yeah, but I think once we get to New Orleans, we only have a couple things planned. It's really mostly for my daughter. She's 12, so she's kind of getting into this. I think she's getting toward a goth stage, so she's really
That's
into like
cool.
death and and
Nice.
so we're doing a bunch of ghost tours and cemetery tours, and that's it pretty much. I don't know what else. We got some jazz planned other than that, but yeah.
That's cool. I bring my son with me whenever I'm on the road and stuff. He's 9. He's
Oh yeah.
he's into that stuff too. You know what's crazy is we listen to a podcast called Mr. Murder.
Oh
Like
wow.
it is literally true stories that are like terrifying. Like I talked to somebody on Craigslist about buying a fridge and showed up and they like kidnap them and all this crazy
Oh my
true
God.
stuff. And he's like all into it, begging me, and I'm like, I don't want to hear this. Like, it's too much.
Oh
Oh my
man.
God.
Yeah,
That's a
Mr. Murder Podcast. If you ever want to scare the crap out of yourselves.
you
Yeah.
guys are
Okay.
weird. You got daddy child time is watching Dateline, you freaks.
Well, I do normal stuff too. We watched The Little Giants for the first time this week, and he'd never seen it. He's got his first football season's coming up, and he's like obsessed with football right now. So we saw The Little Giants, and it's like, this is the greatest movie ever made, you know?
That's
I
awesome.
love it.
That's
I
awesome.
love it. Well, I hope you have a
That's
good time when you're there, John, and thanks for
thanks,
telling us
man.
thanks for telling us about your story and meeting Robert and having a good talk. And
Yeah,
I know
thanks for
you're
having me.
focused. I know you're gonna keep on doing your thing, and you do look great, and you are so much
Oh, thanks,
healthier than
buddy.
when I first met you. So you should don't forget to be proud
Yeah,
of yourself.
Yeah, you look like an
thanks,
action
buddy.
hero, bro. You look jacked.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Thanks, guys. It's very nice.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Really good,
Thanks.
really good. Especially if people listening want to see his progress, go click on his Instagram and like literally it's night and day. You can see you've been working your butt off, man.
And
Yeah.
you can see
Thanks,
his
bud.
comedy
Appreciate that.
there. He's very, very funny. John's very, very funny. Come see him when he's with me, and I'll do my own advertising. Come see him with me in Chicago and
Yeah.
Florida this month, and next month we're in I don't know,
Cleveland,
Cleveland and
Cleveland and
Minnesota.
Minneapolis. Yeah.
Yeah, so drop on by. We
It'll be
were,
so fun. It's
and
great.
by the
You
way,
guys are
John,
doing Miami, huh? Is that coming up?
yeah, that's at the end of this month. Perfect time to go is in July. What a bunch of twits.
Yeah.
I want a
It's only
Cubana
the
sandwich so bad.
Cubano.
Every time I think about this stuff, travel or anything, I go straight Husky and I'm like, oh, beignets in New Orleans,
That's
Cuban
right,
Well,
man.
sandwiches in Miami.
that's actually how we are.
Yeah.
When we travel, John used to have like a list of places we were going to eat. It was crazy.
Well, you don't go to like Germany and you're next to the Holocaust Museum and you're like, oh, but the best bratwursts are next door, you know?
They had a shawarma across the street that was fantastic. My God, I don't know how those people starved. Anyways, thanks, John. We appreciate it. And thanks for
Thanks.
being our first guest.
Thanks, John.
Oh, right on. First, I appreciate it. Thanks,
Yeah.
guys. Appreciate it.
Number
It's
Thanks
one
so
nice to
much.
host.
have you, bud.
Awesome. Thanks so much, guys.
So does that guy
Well,
know you slept with his wife?
he definitely does.
You're
His
the
wife
father of his
doesn't.
daughter. He's
I'm
gonna
the
get so
father.
mad when he turns this on now. My bad.
If
My bad. Don't take that.
if anybody's gonna have a goth kid, it's this.
Dude, did you go goth? Did you go goth for a while?
No, I'm from the age I went butt rock, so like
Butt
Twisted
rock.
Sister, all that kind of stuff, you know. That's yeah,
I
yeah.
was the
You were
Daft Punk
gothy?
rock rap, like the beginning of that. So like
Oh, you
Limp
were that
Bizkit
guy.
and Wu-Tang did a song with Limp Bizkit that was awesome, or Korn and stuff like that. So like I did I was like a skater goth. So like I'd wear black, but it'd be baggy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I
I
was
was
just
sitting
trying
next
my best, bro.
I was sitting next to this fella on a plane once, and he was wearing a Vancouver Grizzlies basketball uniform. I said, "Oh, you're from Vancouver?" I see you're wearing a Vancouver Grizzlies. And he goes, I goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, Your emblem on your shirt says Vancouver Grizzlies. Are you from Vancouver?" He goes, "Oh no." He goes, I just, I wear what I'm given." What? What do you do?" He goes, "I'm in a band." I go, "What band do you?" And he goes, I'm in Wu-Tang." And I go, "Oh, are you really?" I go, "My name's Ian." And he goes, I'm Ghostface Killer." And
Oh, Ghostface.
right,
Nice.
but I was playing Candy Crush at the time, and I said, I've never felt so white in my life." Not recognizing
Wu-Tang,
right not
man.
recognizing Ghostface Killer and doing that. But yeah, that's crazy, right? So
That's cool. I sat on a plane with you remember the Kid and Play? Kid and Play?
yeah, yeah.
I rode with Play, I think. The guy with the high top. They used
Yeah,
to
I
have
think
the
that's
high
play.
top. Or did
Yeah,
they
yeah.
both have high tops?
No, I think the one had a giant one.
Oh, the guy with the giant one was Play, and I was riding with him, and he just started telling me all these crazy Tupac stories about like how Tupac was scared of MC Hammer, because MC Hammer was like a real
Really gangster.
gangster.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's kind of known now, but back then nobody knew that MC Hammer wasn't playing around. Like he had like a group of like 20 thugs that would roll with him. And I guess
Yeah.
he was at some show. It was a big concert or like a BET Awards or something. And he said Hammer showed up to try and to fight some guy who would talk shit. And so he went and got the guy and had him go out back, and they literally fist fought. He told his security, "None of you guys touch him." And he like goes and throws down. He pulls out these crazy karate moves and whoops this guy's ass. And then pulls up his giant hammer pants and walks away.
That's so funny.
Gnarly.
Yeah, I'd heard about Hammer being bad man. That's the one you didn't want to. That's the one you didn't want to cross.
That's what they say. And
Yeah,
Tupac
he was baby
was
oil
like,
before baby oil was cool.
I hope I didn't step on that. That was good. That was good.
Well, that was great. We had John. Now we've started into the world of guests. We're having it happen. It's moving along. The Husky boys are out of the chair and walking.
I love
And
it. And
yeah,
like you're saying,
yeah,
people are loving it and excited and stuff, and that's fun, man. I'm glad,
yeah.
like, because we have fun with this. That's really why we're doing it. We did a few to test it out. We're like, man, this is fun. Let's do it. And people are kind of feeling that, man. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, we enjoy it. We enjoy. Please send us any questions you have for either of us. For if you got comedy questions or lifting questions, or
We
maybe
want
I
to
can even
know.
tell you about my squats.
Yeah. We want to know, is it kosher to call and ask over the phone for a blessing?
Yes.
A blessing. Is that kosher?
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm doing either way, and I'm hoping it's okay.
Because he ain't traveling to Texas, my friends. By the way, I said no. I think you should get on a plane there, Southwest it, and go ask for permission.
How did it go for you when you asked?
What's that?
When you asked, you didn't tell the story. How'd it go?
It was good. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna ask you how I want to make sure it's okay with you." And he said, "Yeah, fine."
You said sorry.
I said, sorry, but I'm about to take your daughter away from you."
It was no big deal. It was just like a quick little.
No, I already got along with them, so it was pretty cool. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's the same here. We get along great and all that too. And he's like a working man, like a nice guy. Like he drives all night long, like till like 4 a.m. and stuff. So he's like a normal down to earth dude. So I don't think it's gonna be an issue. I really am curious, like, if that seems kind of like I'm shorting him, you know? Like I am curious about that. Like,
I don't think so. I think the fact that it's, you're asking is because you do respect. So yeah.
Cool. Well, I hope the audience agrees.
Even though you won't get on a Southwest plane and fly to them.
I don't fit on Southwest.
You need to buy the whole row and just get going.
That's what I do now. Whenever people fly me, I'm like, you can buy a first class flight for me, or you can buy 3 Southwest flights, which is about half the price, and I'm bringing my family, and they'll deal with me leaning on them, you know?
Yeah. But I'm not going on my own. I like it. Do you want to shout out your family this week? Do you want to shout out your family? Who do you want to shout out?
Shout outs. I feel like I used to do shout outs when I was a kid, and it really makes me feel like I'm a teenager sagging my pants again. So like, I'm not wearing boxers now, so I'm not gonna sag. But I mean, yeah, family's all great. Everybody's awesome. If you're looking for training tips like John and stuff, he's got a trainer. I do have a website where I work with people. If you're interested, theamericanmonster.com, and you can sign up there. You can always DM me and we'll figure stuff out too. But it's really like John said, like communication and being accountable. You also get to FaceTime me and I'll watch you work out and help you too. So you can see my pretty face. But theamericanmonster.com for people looking for a trainer. That's about it.
Love it. Yeah, I just had a great time here this week, and I'm hanging out for the month. So shout out to the family for putting up with me. And I'll be later this month. I'll be in Chicago at the Schaumburg Comedy Club Improv, and I will be in Fort Lauderdale at the end of the month.
Fort Lauderdale.
Yeah, in Florida. So good Cubanos there. Anyways.
Oh yeah. Plus, Florida beaches, man, whenever I feel like I need to get out of the country, now I'm like, I'll just go to Florida and get like a spot that's not hounded by people.
Just empty, you can find
warm water, good food. It's easy.
Love it. Love it. Have a good week, my friend.
You too, buddy. Husky boys for life.
Husky boys.